G'day trendsetters, I'm John with Gravel Cyclist, joined by my little friend Tuesday the dog, coming to you today with a video concerning wheel sizes. On my left, a bike fitted with 700C. On my right, a bike fitted with wheels measuring 650B. Circa late 2023 at the time of this video, 700C is clearly leading the way in terms of wheel choices by manufacturers and by a lot of riders for that matter on their gravel bikes. With that said, there are riders who might be newer to this crazy genre we know as gravel cycling, who might be completely unaware of the existence of a smaller wheel size and its advantages. 650B often goes by two different names, the first being 650B, the second being 27.5, which refers to the approximate edge-to-edge measurement of the tyre. Likewise with 700C, that is sometimes known as 29er, particularly in the mountain bike world, again measuring the tyre edge-to-edge. Hello, you want to get down, do you? All right, baby. This video, I'm not going to discuss the pros and cons of 700C, rather I'm going to focus on 650B, which I've already alluded to isn't always so well known. So, what is the deal with 650B? One advantage of 650B is that it allows you to fit wider tyre casings. In the case of this T-Lab X3, this bike can generally run a 700C by 42 to 45mm tyre. However, with this 650B wheel set here, the wild and crazy Zentis Kappa 2 650B, review linked in the description below, it is fitted with a Panaracer Gravel King SS measuring 27.5 by 1.9 inches, but according to my calipers, it's pretty much bang on 50mm. Obviously, there are many times when wider tyre casings can be very advantageous versus a narrower tyre casing in the case of this Panaracer Gravel King SK measuring 700C by 43mm. Another advantage with a smaller wheel set, the spokes can be shorter, so therefore you'll have less weight to tote around the place. Now granted, the weight difference is going to be pretty small in the big scheme of things. And in the case of this wheel set, well, the jury's out. What are some of the disadvantages of 650B? There is a lack of tyre choices in the smaller wheel size. 700C has definitely leaped ahead in terms of the wheel size of choice for riding bicycles on the gravelly roads less travelled. The other point of note, and this relates to weight, you would think that a smaller tyre casing, whilst being a bit wider, might be lighter than its 700C counterpart. But the funny thing is, even in the same brand, in the same model, I've found historically 650B tyres for the most part weigh a bit more than their 700C brethren. There's also a chance, and I have no way of proving this, that you might have more rolling resistance on smoother roads with a wider tyre casing versus this narrower tyre casing, but on potentially dodgy terrain, the wider contact patch of this tyre may be advantageous and may negate any gains held by 700C. Another disadvantage, you also lose gearing. Because the wheel effectively gets smaller, it affects your gear ratios. However, smaller gear ratios can be very advantageous to climbing utilizing the same gear on this bike versus the same gear on this bike. Of interest, the gearing is absolutely identical on these two bikes. But if you look at these bikes side by side, there's a visual difference. Thankfully, circa late 2023, 650B is still a thing. And if I was going to conduct a rider event that I knew might traverse some really dodgy terrain borderlining on mountain bike territory, I would definitely choose a 650B wheel set and more than likely a tyre from those boffins of 650B WTB. They've got some tyres that really cater to some extreme conditions for the smaller wheel size. I have reviewed a couple of those tyres and they are linked in the description below. So there you have it, trendsetters, my video covering the advantages and disadvantages of the smaller wheel size, 650B or 27.5 if you prefer. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for interesting content such as this. No bullshit. Gravel bike reviews, other product reviews, ride experience videos, and my favourite, general madness. Look how cute you two are. Oh, you go home now. Get home. Go on. Get out of here. Get out of here. What am I doing with my life? As all of it is released to the channel, I'll see you. It's getting sunny and the sun's going down in the next video.